What types of properties are going to generate the most amount of revenue for your short-term rentals? Should you go for an apartment? What about a townhome? An apartment or a studio is going to cost you less money, but will it give you the best return on investment? Should you go for a house, maybe an RV? What about a house tree? Should you start with a spare bedroom in your home? Or what about getting rid of that office in your home and converting it into a spare bedroom? Or for that matter, why don't you offer your couch as a starting point? Which out of all these properties will give you not just the best ROI, the best return on investment on your money, but which one is going to give you the most amount of revenue and ultimately the most amount of cash flow? In this video, I'm going to settle the score for once and for all, because since 2019, I've been implementing a very specific and very unique model that has allowed me to make $2,000 and upwards of $5,000 a month of net cash flow on all of the properties that meet this specific criteria. So by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what types of properties you should go for. So without further ado, let's jump right in. The first thing that you must know is that 80% of Airbnbs all over the world host 1 to 4 guests. So what I decided to do is create a niche within the Airbnb model. And here is exactly what that niche is. I focus on single family homes, okay? Not duplexes, not triplexes, not fourplexes, not apartment buildings, single family homes where you have one property on one lot. That's the first thing you must know. The second metric is that I look for properties, single family homes that have at the very minimum 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, as well as 1,100 square feet of living space. And the reason I wanted to have 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, and 1,100 square feet minimum is since most properties only host 1 to 4 people, I decided to focus on properties that host 8 to 12 people, which is a very small percentage of Airbnbs all over the world. The next thing that is extremely important for this business model is you gotta have amenities. Since 2020, this is a strategy that got validated when it was already validated pre-2020, and that is where we create staycation experiences because families want to have a great time in the home without actually having to go anywhere. For example, I'm staying at a property right now in Portland, Oregon, which I'll make a whole video separate to give you guys a tour. But the point is we didn't come to a conference or a concert or a wedding. Like, I live in California. We came all the way to Portland because of this Airbnb, which again, I will show you guys in another video. But this property sits on 7 acres. There is a farm on site. There is a creek, a little river in the backyard. I mean, this property is just amazing. And we're spending, 80% of the time here. Yes, we're going out to restaurants and we go out and do things, but we didn't come to Portland because of some event. We came because of this Airbnb. We are having a staycation experience where we can have a great time in the home without needing to leave the home. There's a jacuzzi here. There's also a sauna. There is so much to do just within the property. And again, pre-2020, I have been implementing this specific strategy, right, since 2019. But in 2020, our business actually took off because what happened in that year? People stopped traveling by plane, and that only created an increase of people traveling by car, people deciding to have a staycation experience in a property in the same city or in a nearby city. So that's why you need to have amenities. So the amenities that I've seen that have worked the best for my properties are having a pool, a jacuzzi, and a game room. Now, you don't have to have all 3 of those, but if you can, then guess what? We are definitely playing a competitive game today in 2024 of whoever has the most and best amenities wins, because you are creating a unique experience that everybody else can't. If there are 2 properties identical, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1,100 square feet, one of them has 0 amenities, the other one's got a pool and maybe a game room with like a pool table, a foosball table, a large Jenga, a large Connect 4, Uno, Monopoly, all these cool games. Guess what? That person will not only be able to charge more, they will still get more bookings, a higher occupancy, better reviews, because they are creating a better experience than the person who has no amenities. Couple other things that are really important for this business model. The property must be fully renovated. Now, if you are implementing the arbitrage model, you are not going to renovate a property that you don't own. So the property must already be fully fully renovated. Now, of course, if you're buying the property, it could make a lot of sense to buy something that needs a lot of work so that you force the appreciation. And the reason you want a property that's fully renovated is I had a bad experience where I started subleasing this property in San Diego, California. I had it for 3.5 years and I never saw the property in person, which is great. But the bad thing is I never saw the property in person. The property already had a lot of wear and tear. So after 3.5 years, just imagine how much worse it got over time. Point is, I had to do a lot of partial refunds to the guests who stayed at the property because it was just in bad condition. So ever since then, in losing almost 25% of my revenue for the year, I decided, you know what, I'm only going to focus on properties that are fully renovated, especially in today's competitive market. The next thing that is extremely important is providing parking for a minimum of 2 vehicles. There's going to be properties in certain areas, especially if you are near a theme park, downtown, the beach, whatever it is in your area that's attracting people to be there, there may be limited parking. And if you are only providing street parking, that's going to be a huge disadvantage for you. So make sure there is parking for a minimum of 2 vehicles. The next thing is you want to make sure that you are providing a smash the like button for the algorithm. Just kidding, guys. No, but seriously, if you guys can hit that like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, I would really appreciate it. It's a lot of work for my team and I. I'm actually on vacation right now filming this video for you guys. And I would really appreciate it if you guys could hit all those buttons just so that this video can be shown to more people. But the next thing is you want to have AC and heat at the property. This is extremely important. Now, there is going to be unique situations, like if you are in an area where there's a lot of snow and typically it's really cold, then guess what? You probably don't need AC because it's naturally cold. And if you're in Arizona or somewhere where it's typically really hot, you probably don't need heating capabilities. But in all the other scenarios, I recommend that you have central AC and heat. The next recommendation that makes this business model work so well, you have to remember, people stay at Airbnbs for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is a staycation experience. They're going to have a great time in the home without needing to actually go anywhere. And the second reason is if people are going to a conference, a concert, a wedding, a funeral, some graduation, they're going to your Airbnb because you're within a 5, 10, 15 minute drive to whatever it is that brought them there in the first place. So just imagine if you can tap into both of those strategies where your property is centrally located near a beach, a theme park, a wedding venue, a university, or my favorite, near the downtown area where there is typically a convention center. And in order for them to make money, they gotta have year-round activity. So they're always having conferences and concerts and special events. Just imagine if you can be within a 3-mile radius to that downtown area of your large populated city, and you are able to create a staycation experience with amazing amenities for large groups of people of 8 to 12. That, my friend, is how you create and get into the top 1% of Airbnbs in your area. Now, I love to engage and answer questions in the comments if there's anything I missed, because some of you are also operating Airbnbs who are watching this video, and you might have 1 or 2 or 3 golden nuggets of how to take your Airbnb to an even greater level. Please help me by commenting down below with some of those tips, some of those golden nuggets. And if you guys have any questions from anything I covered today, please let me know in the comment section as well. I love to personally answer each and every one of your questions. Also, guys, don't forget to check out another video here on my YouTube channel before you guys go anywhere. Make sure you guys also follow me on Instagram where I post content every single day. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.